Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. I do hope you're well. My name is Average J, and this is my review for Terraria, which is a paid-for game, but well worth the money. It's out for Android, iOS. I'm just going to read you the list here. PS3, PS4, Xbox One, Xbox 360, Mac, 3DS, Wii U, Windows Phone, Linux, Vita, and Windows. It's out for just about everything, so you've got no excuse for not getting it, really. No excuse at all. It's a brilliant game. If you haven't played it, I highly recommend checking it out on whatever format you can get it on. If you can get it on console, that's where it's at its best. Console or PC, anything where you can have like a controller or a keyboard or whatever, because it doesn't work so great on touchscreen. There's no way of prettying it up. It just doesn't. I mean, I'm not saying they could have done a better job, because if you just limit the controls to touchscreen, you can't make them much better than this, to be honest. But it's still lacking the finesse of a controller. I mean, you move about with the one side, and then I can shoot with my magical sword the other side, or go digging. Let's go digging. So basically, yeah. I mean, it's a 2D. Sorry, my thumb was in the way then. My bad. It's a 2D Minecraft. You boil it down to it. Essentially, that's what it is. But it's kind of underselling it in saying that, because it's got so much more to it than Minecraft. I've always preferred Terraria to Minecraft, in all honesty. It's less simplified. There's a lot more to it. There's a lot more to sort of get your head around. There's so much more enemy types. You have your day and night cycle as you expect, but it's just the variety of things that you can make, find, build. It's amazing. It is such a good game. I was wondering what sort of, because obviously I'm playing this on my my Android phone, so I got it from the Google Play Store, and it cost I got it on sale, so it only cost a couple of quid, but it's well worth it, I think. I mean, I prefer it by a lot when it comes to the consoles. Like, I've got it on my Vita and my PS3, and it's phenomenal on both. I really want to get it for the PS4 because it has more things. They have updated it and added even more things. I mean, there are hundreds, maybe thousands of different items, weapons and things you can equip. But when it comes to the phone, you have like this. This is my inventory at the moment. I've got a lot of random stuff. But the biggest problem that you've got is if you want to use something in the game, it has to be on that top line, because that's what's on the screen outside of the inventory. So if I want to use something, I have to move it. I've got to select it, and I've got to move it to the upper slot, which I can't even do right now. Yay! See, like I say, it's lacking finesse somewhat. I mean, even if you don't have retarded fingers like mine, doing that, having to move things to that active slot so that you can come out of this and then use what you had, it's lacking big time. If you click close to yourself like this, like if you're building close to yourself, it zooms in, so that helps. So if when it comes to building, you can be more precise, which sometimes you're going to want to be, because people like to be creative in this sort of game, and it definitely gives you the opportunity for that. But I mean, my building here, which is it's like a big block of flats or apartments, it's you have people move in, so it's like building your own town. So people build a town. I chose to build a big block of flats. Whatever. That's the whole point. It's freedom. Do what you want. Pretty much everyone that moves in is a merchant of some kind. They'll all sell you something, which is amazing. There is. If I go all the way back down again, I've had to put loads of chests in. The reason why some of the chests at the bottom there look a bit funky, it's I actually found them in underground buildings, bunkers, houses, you name it. There's all sorts of stuff in this game, and there's loads of different enemy types, bosses. You'll find that some things are quite difficult to do by yourself, but then that's where they encourage you to play with other people. On Android, you can use local Wi-Fi networks to play with up to 3 friends, I think. But when it comes to consoles, you don't have the same sort of limitations. So obviously, it's a lot easier to join somebody or whatever. It's great, but even on the phone, it gives you the option to have like PvP. So they've pretty much thought of everything, tried to do everything that they could do, but with all the tools, the weapons, the equipable armors, and as you can see, my little guy is a turtle because you get vanity items as well. Uh, you can dress as all sorts of things. Like I've got a fall, I can dress head to toe as a Christmas tree. It's a funky thing. You get pets as well. I have a special apple that I can eat and summons a worm, and it's actually a worm as in from the Worms games, which is quite funny. When you die, you leave a headstone. On my PS3 one, I had like a room full of a collection of headstones, celebrating how many times you died. But whatever, it looked awesome. I loved it. It was just the freedom to do whatever. Fantastic game. If you've not really got a choice when it comes to what to get it on, maybe you're not a console person or you're not a PC person, whatever it may be, getting it for the phone is fine. I mean, it does, like I say, it's functional. I've managed to play it a fair old amount. So it's still recommended for your phone, but only if you can't get it for anything else. The best mobile version is the Vita. The Vita is fantastic. Absolutely love it. But this one works just fine as well. I'll give it 7 out of 10 for a mobile, but 9 out of 10 for a console. It is an absolutely brilliant game that should be experienced by everyone. So check it out. I hope you like it, and I hope you like the game. I hope you like my review, and I appreciate you watching. Thank you very much for your time, and you guys take care.